Hi friends. Wanna create some masked makeup? In order to see the look I created and how I got to the looks, then please keep on watching. Hi, I'm Alicia. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on my video. And if you're here from the community playlist created by Fashionista, aka Nathan, then hello, welcome. They were really kind to include me in this community tag, and Nathan wanted a playlist for all creators to contribute for masked makeup. They thought it will be, why not, a great idea for those who are essential workers like themselves, if they have to wear masks very often, and it could be very draining, right? If you're working in an environment which requires you to wear a mask all day, why not spice it up with some makeup and inspired by the mask that you have on that day? There are a few creators already that contributed to the playlist: Abby Williamson, Yoga with Mo, Neon Cartoon Raccoon Beauty, as well as Alex the Alchemist, and several others who wished to contribute to the playlist. Nathan made it open to whoever wanted to upload a video to the playlist. That playlist link will be down below, as well as the other channels that already contributed to the playlist, so you can give them a visit as well. And when you do, tell them, hi friends. This is a mask that my friend Pam had mailed me from Canada. They're Japanese made mask, and I just love, look, do you see what I did? Hold on. Yes, I'm going to keep this on while I talk about my nails so you can see what I did. Not only did I pick up palettes that spoke to the color story that is on the mask, but I wanted to also paint my nails that is kind of inspired by the patterns on the mask. So here I got the green, white, red, violet to kind of match what's going on this side. And then I got the blue grays and the whites and the light grays here to match what's going on this side. It looks like a hodgepodge mess of colors, but I felt inspired, so I wanted to see what would happen, okay? Now, with mask makeup, it's pretty much maybe understood that the majority of the makeup will be here on up. This Get Ready With Me, I guess it will be, maybe, I don't know. It could be a tutorial as well. Intense eyes, intense brows, maybe a little blush draping around the temples, you know? Because really, if the mask is here, I could still see some. You could still bring the blush up, and you could still put that highlight on. I could still see the highlight. Okay, what are my palettes of choice for today? Well, I had to use Mama Pat. I mean, that was just a given. The one palette that immediately, you already know what it is, okay, struck me as the one to pair with this mask. No other than Mothership 6 Midnight Sun. This color, Blitz Violet Orchid, without a doubt. You got the Vermilion Venom on here. You got the Wicked Envy. I mean, this, it's too much. It's too much. But you also have these warmer magenta tones on the mask. So I immediately thought, Rose. Decadence. Hedonistic Rose for sure. Where is it? Right here. Maybe some of these colors. This is in there as well. You know? Maybe not the pinks. Well, that's not true because there's some pink in here. Look at this. That's pretty. You know. Also, I had to bring back Dark Star from her holiday 2017 release. The gray. I had to do the gray. There's a lot going on in this palette that exists in the color story of the mask. And because I'm very selfish, and with thinking about how I wanted to film the video and palettes I wanted to include, I was like, I need to do gray. I kind of want to do what I have on my nails, but on my eyes. Maybe. We shall see. I want to involve a lot. It could get a little nuts. I'm just saying. With all out the way, why don't you get a little closer? That's enough. Or maybe just a little bit more. Hold on. Do we want to start with the brows first? No. We're going to start with concealer. Because if the mask comes up to here, high, you can see all my blemishes, high. This was from picking, okay? This is what happens when you're in the house and you find yourself like, you know, investigating. And instead of staying away from the freaking mirror, all right? Instead of just staying at the computer when editing, staying in the lunge when you're stretching, you waltz over to the mirror and be like, what's that? What? Leave it alone. Leave it alone, Alicia. Anyway, you can do the eyes first it will make sense, especially if you're going like wham bam dazzle kablam with glitter and what have you, to do the eyes first and then apply your concealer afterwards. But I'm a little funny. I need like some type of makeup just to give me a frame, you know what I'm saying? Dior Forever Skin Correct in 3N and 2W. I'm gonna swish that just very lightly. Well, this makes sense to do, right? The forehead. And the 2W is a little lighter, so that goes on the very inner parts of the under eyes, and I dotted quite a lot on the high points of the cheek bones. My Ray Morris #1 brush came in a set. This is undyed goat hair, which means I can't use it with creams and liquid. I'm gonna just fan that out, and that makes me feel better already. Okay. Apply some on the forehead, and I'm just whisking down the edges. I know the mask will be covering that portion, but you know, just so everything looks cohesive. And look at me, I'm putting stuff on my chin. Habitual movement patterns. Hi. You could also use your finger to kind of pat down, oh, here, sponge, what have you. It all works, you know what I'm saying? We could go crazy with the eyebrows, not crazy like whatever. This is an opportunity for you to use a different color eyebrow pencil, a different color brow gel. I mean, you could block out your brows and give yourself new brows. There's so many opportunities here to go nuts with the creativeness, you know what I'm saying? I bought this during the Sephora sale that might still be going on. I'm not quite sure. The Benefit Brow Micro Filling Pen. I've been using this. It has like 3 mini prongs on there to mimic the hairs. I quite like this. I do, especially for very easy going days where I'm not going glam kablam, that it just gives me the fluff from the prongs. But I like to use this first before I go in with my pencil to fill up those spots that need a little bit of volume. And it's light in color. This is the shade medium brown. I thought this was a good match. Also, Benefit has a chart. Maybe did I see it on Sephora? I think I have it on Sephora, where depending on the brow product that you might, assuming probably already own, they're like, okay, if you have the Goof Proof in 3.5, then the medium brown from the microfiling pen will work out, which I appreciate, because this type of a task I feel works if it's a lighter shade, because if it's too dark, then there's too much contrast for me in terms of the brow hair being my exact color brow hair or darker. I mean, it's a look, but to my point that I made a few minutes before, if you want to take it super creative, you're more than welcome to, okay? Now I go in with my Goof Proof in 3.5, and if I want a little more structure, like here under the brow, I'll pull it under and through. Going in my Gimme Brow. We're going all out with these brows, fams. You know, because this is the look, okay? Go a little fluff, fluff, fluff. Also, if I weren't going super intensivo, I would just use the microfiling pen and then go in. This is like, woo! With the microfiling pen. And that would be like my daily brow, but we're getting some Hourglass. I bought another one from the Sephora Welcome Back sale. I had meant to buy this alongside the At Night blush and Unlock mascara from the actual Hourglass website, but it, you know, worked out. I got a little discount with the Sephora sale. I like to pat this down. I feel that's enough for me. If you want more of a tighter, neater line under the brow, then I would say go with concealer, but keep the concealer away from your lid, as I feel concealers are emollient, as I feel they're supposed to be, considering that they are being applied on your under eye, and the under eye area of your face tends to be drier than the rest. With an actual eye primer, it's going to offer more tack and a little bit of dryness too, so the shadows can actually apply, latch on, and last longer. I realized I did not powder, so taking my Suqqu Sheer Loose powder, which, ooh, this is going to be on the favorite list. favorite. I'm just gonna take a little bit and just dab it under the eyes. Not baking, we're not baking, okay? Because I don't want to look dry and tired. Too much powder, you know, can drag you down. But I would say the argument can be made if you will be wearing a mask all day and you want the makeup here to last, then a little bit of setting won't hurt. A little bit. A little light dusting. I'm actually going to pat down the brows as well because, the pencil is creamy, as it should be, but so that it could last throughout the day, not break down. That's a good tip to take. What shall we start? You know what? I would love to go in with, shame on me, I forgot the shade names. Deep Space. I am dying to see Deep Space with, hold on, let me look at my mask. Hold on, I gotta look at my mask. If I got Blitz Violet, what would Deep Space be here? But you know what the problem is? And it's not a problem, okay? I think it's more so, this shade is more like a blue gray. But you know what? I think it will work, fam. I'm gonna kind of work off this inspo, okay? Bristol Beauty E01 with Deep Space. I'm not even gonna go in with the transition. I mean, this is the transition, okay? Like, we are not wasting any time. Do I want to apply Wicked Envy on the outer portion, Blitz Violet Orchid on the inner, or vice versa? Life's pressing questions. I don't know, fam. I feel like, well, I could also pull Wicked Envy across the lower lash line. I think that will, still positively contribute to the color inspiration, because the pattern has the gold there as well. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I love Deep Space. Ooh! All right. Okay. Blitz Violet Orchid. Of course, I used the wrong side, so I have to cross my body. Just dab that on. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely gorgeous. I'm like still thinking in my mind if I would even dare to apply Metropolis on the outer corner. I know that's like, what are you doing? Or even Interstellar, because we got the Blitz Violet on the lid. I still want to apply some sort of the gold because of the gold trimming around the flower. But I want to create like a stronger gradient. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm going to apply Metropolis on the outer corner. I'm doing it. I don't care. Dabbing that on the outer part. Oh, let's see how this will show. I see there is a slight gradient there. I like the overlap. Oh, these foldies. The foldies are killing me. Just lightly tapping here. Okay. I'm so insistent. I'm going to dab on Interstellar from Dark Star around the edges of Blitz Violet Orchid. Like, so we have like the Interstellar, Blitz, and Metropolis. Very much well can go in with more Blitz down the center. That's beautiful. Now, which gold can we go with? I must say, Jubilee from Midnight Sun matches up with the gold hue on the mask, as I feel is taking on more of like a more antique hue. But this one from, but the gold from Dark Star also, it's like, it's in between. I'm gonna go Jubilee though. Drape it over. Oh, that's pretty. That was a good choice. Although I have a little bit of a casualty going on here on my lower. Like, what happened? What in the freak happened? It's fine. Definitely Wicked Envy. I have to, because a flower has the green bud in the middle, okay? So I want to involve that olive shade in some way. Oh, yes. We did it. Inner lower third. I could invite another shade. I could. However, I think I'm going to maybe introduce the gold that I wanted to use. The one from Dark Star. That one. Is that really though what I want to do? I might as well have sabotage this look. I probably should not have applied the concealer first either. I should just know better, okay? I'm just tapping a little bit there so I can kind of, you know, fix my errors. Ooh, that was too light. I would have been better off using 3N. I went for the 2W, but it's, you know, you live and you learn. What are you gonna do? Need to go back in with some Jubilee because that shade wore off, and I do want that to still be the prominent inner corner shade. I don't know if I like, I'm gonna, you know what, entice. I'm putting a little bit of Jubilee on you to kind of tone down the brassiness of that shade. Just combining Wicked Envy with Deep Space. That's gorgeous. A little bit of Astral, do I? Yes. Astral Solstice scattered on the lid. I mean, you need the twinkle. You need it. What do we think? Did we establish? Did we kind of get it? I think so. All right. Eye number 2. What will be our main inspo? You know, I need to go. I want to use Hedonistic Rose with the gold. I want to go in with some red. Oh, you know we can do Hedonistic Rose, Hedonistic with Vermilion Venom. I know. You are excited, just like I am. Let's set it up with some Taboo, right? I'm gonna take the neutral matte brown. Oh gosh, I'm gonna place that. I could have done without it, but you know, I wanted to see what that would do first. Okay, I brought that. Where am I going with that? Hedonistic Rose from Rose Decadence. More so on the actual crease, because then I want to take Vermilion Venom on top of that. And maybe I'm going to tap some on the inner part as well. Bring it up a little more. Now Vermils. Oh, I'm just tapping Vermilion Venom on the inner edges of Hedonistic. Ooh, I probably applied a little too much of Taboo, but it's fine. I did not tap off my brush and underestimated the power of that matte. Just applied a little too much on there, but it's all good. In the center, Blood Moon. Most definitely. Blood Moon, or, hold on, let me do Scandalous first. Scandalous has a little more stick than Blood Moon does. So I'm pressing that on the center of the lid. And also I could have went back in with more primer, so it could offer up a little more stick. And then Blood Moon over Scandalous. More like as a scatter. Look at that. This combination right here. Now there are some casualties, but it's all good. It's for the look. And you can use your finger to just gently tap those particles. I want them to scatter on purpose. So that is what I'm going for. Now with the pink, ooh, you know what? I want to take Peach Dusk from Rose Decadence along the lower lash line here. I'm going to take it a little far down because I want that to look very hazy. Fuchsia Flame on the outer portion of my lower lash line on top of Peach Dusk, just so that I could create more of that like magenta hue. But what are we going to do on the inner corner? You know what? I'm gonna go Bronze Eclipse from Midnight. I don't know what that would lead to, but I like the bronze with the fuchsia. I think that's very pretty. And now that more champagne-y shade from, let's see here, Dark Star on the inner corner. Oh yes, I think Taboo totally sabotaged my look. Well, I sabotaged myself. I'm just dabbing more on, you know, to make this a little more even and cohesive. I need to apply some Hedonistic Rose around the sides of my face. So I'm taking some from Rose Decadence, like very high on purpose, because that's the part of the face that you will still see with the mask. What was what we could put on the find the words, Alicia, find the words. cheekbones. You don't have to apply highlighter, but I feel like you might as well. You know what I'm saying? I could go with this shade. I could go with the gold shade. I'm gonna go in with pink champagne actually, because that's a really pretty shade to wear as a highlight. If you wanted to do peach dusk first and then layer hedonistic rose on top, you definitely can take that route, as I know going in with hedonistic rose first could be a little intensivo, but I mean, come on. I like to use this brush to kind of fan out the point smoke of the look. I could do a wing. I also could do lashes, but if I were to put myself in an essential worker position, wearing falsies all day for me is not the most comfortable, so I would just load up the mascara. Or if you have lash extensions, you would need to worry about mascara or falsies. Most definitely going in with some dark star. I'm gonna build these suckers up. You know, I'm looking at this eye, I chickened out. I think I should have done hedonistic rose first, because the taboo definitely toned it down. But you know, if you're not into full, like if you didn't want to do that, I just wanted to show you can still combine those shades and it's not going to be as intense as they look in pan, right? So adding that brown shade definitely neutralizes the color a little bit, but now I'm like, ooh, I wanted to go in with it on its own, the hedonistic rose, because I felt it would have appeared a little more color rich and fiery, but it's fine, it's all good. Using the hourglass for the lower lashes, because I love this for the lower lashes. The pat transfers on me, unfortunately, but I like the pat on my top lashes better than I do the hourglass. So oh no, this hourglass mascara is so good that I need to know better than to do my top lashes after. Why? I'm telling you, this side is cursed. Do a little pat. All right, fam. What do we think of our mask inspired look? Of course, we don't need any lipstick because that would be covered. I just realized I didn't have any earrings on the entire time. All right, we got some Eastly gold sticks. I thought that was good. Let's put it on. Did we do it? Did we match up to our mask? I think we did. And here's a wide shot of the finished look. I think we did a really great job. I feel we pulled the colors out from the mask. We got the nails matching, we got the eyes matching, we got a little bit gold accent on the earrings from the gold accents from the mask. Let me tell you, this was a lot easier to do than a typical makeup look. Not to worry about contour or bronzer or lipstick and whatever. Really amp up the eyes and just really amp it up and have fun with all the options available to you in terms of brows and eyes, wings, lashes if you want to do the lashes, or doing a different color mascara, or doing 2 different eyes or the same eyes, what have you. And when the eyeshadow matches your mask, I mean, come on. It's so much fun. A huge thank you to Nathan again for having me on this community makeup playlist. I can't wait to see the looks from the other creators who contributed and who also decide to contribute. I really hope they do so. And if you have any mask makers who are indie on Etsy or whatever other platform that they sell their masks from, let me know and I'll be more than happy to add their store in the description box below. Let me know what you've been doing. If you've been amping up the eyes, the eyebrows, have you been putting on different color eyebrows, different color blush, maybe you've been playing with different color highlight. You could do that as well. And that, my friends, is a wrap. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video helped. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing to my channel. And until then, I'll see you on here again with another mask makeup tutorial. Get ready with me. Monthly favors or nightly life chit chat. Take care and I will see you again soon.